Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Thanks for coming to My Free Life. I'm Sax Williams, and it's time for today's cheap trick. On today's cheap trick, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you how you can ditch that propane tank, ditch that stove, ditch that big old fire, and still cook you some breakfast, lunch, and dinner real easy, real cheap at your campsite. And also have you some night lights if that's what you want to do with this. But it's a one and done disposable rocket stove. Pretty easy, pretty cool, and it's a nice little trick to have. So without further ado, let's get on this trick. So this disposable one and done rocket stove is a very simple concept. So this is just an 18-inch 4x4 untreated piece of lumber. I'm going to cut 6 inches each, so I'll have three 6-inch sections. And the reason why I'm doing it in 6 inches is because from my experiences, 6 inches of a 4x4 untreated post will burn for roughly 1 hour self-fueling. So breakfast, lunch, dinner. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and cut these into 3 sections. Let's get that going. Okay, just to make sure I'm abundantly clear, I told you not to use untreated or not to use treated lumber for this. And any of you that know anything about lumber is probably looking at this going, well, that's treated. Yes, this is treated. However, I'm only using this because this is just for the demonstration because I had this setting here at the house. Do not use treated wood for yours because you will be creating toxic fumes up into your food, get you sick or maybe worse. This is just for the demonstration. And the good news is the untreated wood is way cheaper anyway. So just to clarify, yes, this is treated. So if you notice that this looks treated, it is treated. However, do not use treated to do this. Use untreated wood. This is strictly for the demonstration. All right, let's turn these into some self-fueled rocket stoves real quick. Really basic, really simple. Like I said, cheap tricks. So what we're going to use here is this little dozer bit. The thing is this is only a 1-inch bit. I can't seem to find my other ones. I'd rather use 1.5 inches to give more air to fuel ratio for it to burn better, but we're going to make it work with this. But when you make yours, use like 1.5 inches, 1 5/8, something a little bit bigger. You don't want to go too big because you need the walls in this to burn, because this is going to be your fuel, and the thinner you make your walls, the less fuel you got to burn. So let's go ahead and do it with this and give you the understanding. That bit sucks. I got another 1-inch one. Let's switch it out. Now I got to be careful not to go all the way through it. Now let's put our ignition port in here. I'm just going to line that up with that hole. All right, now you got your feeder hole where you're going to put your fire into, your sticks to get it started, the burn tube. All of this mass is your fuel once it gets burning. So let's go ahead and grab some sticks and we'll show you how this works. make sure not to put too much in there. You don't want to close off your oxygen supply, which is why you want the hole just a little bit bigger. Then always have your opening at the bottom facing the wind. So whichever way the wind's blowing, have it to where it's catching that wind coming into it. Good and smoking. Let's give it a few minutes. Get back with it. In a couple minutes, starting to get some cherries in there. In about 3 minutes now. It's now starting to really burn up in there. A few more minutes of that, and it ought to catch that inside hollowed out hole there and start burning that fuel as well. And there will be absolutely no need for me to fuel it anymore. No more sticks, no more anything. All I do is get it going. Now it's burning the fuel from itself, the inside walls of that 4x4, which could be a log, it could be anything. But this right here will burn for about an hour. So threw some water in there. This is a big old cast iron pan. Threw some water in there. We'll get that boiling. It's already starting to steam, and give you the idea of how you could do your breakfast on one of those, lunch on another log, dinner on the other log. Cheap, easy, simple. All right, well, it's just starting to boil. That's a big old cast iron pan getting super hot. A lot of heat distribution on that, but yeah, water's boiling now, starting to boil. Not a rapid boil yet, but or a raging boil, but it's getting there. And this is how she looks at about 50 minutes of burning. So she's about done there. Starting to burn through the sides, using up all the rest of that fuel she's got in it. This side's still fine. But yeah, so anyway, very cheap, very easy, simple little rocket stove hack trick to not have to bring propane and things like that, but yet still have enough fuel off of just a couple twigs to get it started to cook your meals. Hope you enjoyed it. Well, all right, everybody. That's going to do it for my first cheap trick. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you find it useful. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with some friends, or even give me some ideas. Leave them down in the comments. But until then, you can check out this camper I'm building right here, or you can check out this gasifier I built right here, and check out some of my other builds. All right. Talk to you later.